Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to High Point Racing as they will be starting Season 3, Round 1 tonight. They are taking on the 5.412 kilometer circuit. It's got 15 corners and 3 DRS zones. It's going to be a short qualifying 100% race around this wonderful circuit in Bahrain. It's 57 laps, so we do have a long race on our hands tonight. I am looking forward to the commentary here and the first race of the season. So this is a pay-to-win league, so all the drivers that you will see on the grid tonight are full-time drivers. They all did pay to race tonight here at Bahrain, and the funds will go for the championship at the end of the season. So it should be a very interesting 18 race calendar, and I look forward to all the commentary duties that I will have for Tier 1, and looking forward to the exciting racing that they're going to put on and a great show. So I will be right back with you all in just a moment here, as we are currently just waiting to get the lobby started. It's going to be about 25 seconds and we will get rolling. Alright, we are loading into qualifying here, so it is going to be a short qualifying. It's going to be about 18 minutes long, and this will decide the starting order for the 57 laps around Bahrain, and I do look forward to it. Just a few more folks here. We got about 10 seconds and we will get rocking and rolling. Feel free to comment and say hello. I do have the comments up, so I will be able to reply and respond to everybody. And I hope you all are looking forward to the exciting action that we're going to put out here for you tonight. And I get a black screen. Oh, okay, we're doing good. Oh, wonder if this was made to be in the day. May have made a small mistake. I'm not exactly sure. Let me just jump in here. Lap data, full track, telemetry. Looks like I have not heard anything. Telemetry, turn that off, get rid of that. And here we go. We got some folks rolling out onto the circuit, and the first one is going to be in that Red Bull Visa or Visa Cash app, Red Bull, whatever you want to call it. We'll just call it the Visa Cash app. And it looks like we got the Red Bull of Shankadelic will be first one on the circuit. No, first one on the circuit is actually going to be, I do need to figure out all these cars on the map here, but here comes the first one on the circuit of LB the GOAT. I'm very familiar with him, as I have raced with him in a previous league. Actually very familiar with a lot of the drivers here in High Point Racing. As we are making our way through Sector 2 here, getting ready to go into the second, this is the third DRS zone down this middle section of the circuit in Sector 2. Not a lot of movement going to happen here in regards to battling. We'll probably see most of the passes happen in Sector 1 down the long start-finish straight. But we will jump on board. Yeah. as LB to go is rounding through turn 13 now. He's going to make his way down to turn 14 and 15 just to get his first lap underway. He's got that ERS turned on. Very different this year in regard to ERS. You do have your non-medium hot lap and then your overtake. He's got that DRS wide open. He's flying down the start finish straight, heading towards turn 1. Gonna top out at about 201 miles an hour all the way down into first gear to make the corner. He does hit that curb. That is gonna throw him a little off through turn 1. Now he's making his way down the second DRS zone. He's got the rear flap wide open, heading up the hill into turn 4. Through the right-hander he goes. Jump on board with him here as he's making his way through the S here and heading down the hill towards turn 11. Very easy to lock up heading into turn 11. And then this super tricky section of turn 12 and, no, sorry, that was turn 8. So we're going to turn 9 and 10 now. Through turn 10. Opens up that DRS flap. He's going to make his way down the long straight. He's not using a lot of that overtake here on his opening lap, so he's just probably going to give himself a benchmark as he's making his way through sector 2. And let's see what his split time is going to be at the end of sector 2. It's going to be a 107.7. Off the exit of turn 13, down the long straight, making his way towards turn 14. The final braking zone he needs to nail in order to get a great run down the start-finish straight. Off the exit of 15. Now he's making his way. He's going to open up that DRS flap. In 100 meters, got it wide open. Coming across the line with a 130.1. So that's going to be the benchmark here. We got a Red Bull making his way now towards the start-finish line. And it looks like Shankadelic as he's going to come across the line in a 128.5. So that's a great lap for him. We got a Ferrari is going to be the next one to come across. Teammate, so Big Man Reed's coming across now, and he sets a new provisional pole at a 128.0. So times are starting to come in. Everybody's starting to set some times. We got the Aston Martin making his way towards the line now of Shiesty, and he's going to cross the line and starting his lap. So we're right on board with Shiesty as he's making his way toward, or never mind, he gets a 130.6. That was weird. Up into the P5 position, and off the exit of turn 2 he goes. His teammate Raptor KK is going to make his way across the line now, and he goes up to the P3 position of a 130.0. So times are all sitting pretty close right now. 129.7 for Deco Becerra up in that P4. With the Williams, his teammate jumps him into the P3 position by 9/10 of a second there. We have a McLaren coming, and that is Anime Boy with a 208.1. So I'm assuming he's getting ready to start his lap now. Let's see here. SP Jabor making his way through Sector 2 up into turn 13. He's got a purple Sector 2 at a 107.5. I don't think that's purple, though. He's making his way down into turn 14 and 15, getting ready to start his run across the line. Off the exit, he's going to not use any of the outside curb. Actually, he uses a little bit on exit, comes across the line, opens up that DRS flap, and he's up into the P6 position. Ferrari is going to dive into pit lane. That is Big Manry who jumps into pit lane right now. We got a few guys back here all getting ready to start a lap. The two Sauber teammates kickstart Saubers between Echo Alex and Alan J. Alan's going to be looking to get a little bit of a tow down the start-finish straight. Heading towards turn 1 we go. He's going to get heavy on the brake. Alex, he goes down into turn 1. All the way into first gear. Doesn't use any of the entrance curb there. Off the exit of turn 3 we go. Opens up the DRS flap. He is potentially getting a tow from the Red Bull in front of him, making his way up the hill into turn 4. On the brakes all the way down to third gear. Uses off the exit. Not much of the exit curve. Now he's coming through the S's here in Sector 2. Got a purple Sector 1. Heavy on the brakes all the way down into second gear. Off the exit now we go. Very tight section here in Sector 2, which is turn 9 and 10, and he looks like he gets through pretty well. He's got the DRS flap wide open, the Red Bull still in front of him. Not sure if that Red Bull is on a lap. It is Osmanian Devil. Now gonna pull our way through the S section, up the hill, back into turn 13, comes across Sector 2 split with a 106.7, so he's looking pretty solid right now through 2 sectors. And he's going to make his way down into turn 14. The Red Bull is giving him that toe down into turn 14. Heavy on the brakes. All the way down 3rd gear. He's going to get back on the throttle super early. Off the exit he goes. Opens up the DRS flap, making a run towards the line. And up to P3 he goes. And Alan J in the P6 position. Like me or not, just made his way through Sector 1. He's now getting ready to start Sector 2. Bongit is made his way through Sector 2, 108.2 on the split. Off the exit of 13, uses all the curbs, now making a run down to turn 14. Going to get on the brakes at about the 100 meter, 75 meter marker, and now he's going to use all that curb on the exit. Opens up the DRS flap. He's used all of his battery and comes across the line up into the P13 position. So pretty close qualifying so far here throughout some of these drivers. Like me or not, is making his way through 107.7 through Sector 2 split. McLaren's going to pull to the inside. The Ferrari's making a run down into the penultimate corner here of turn 14. Now he's going to look to be getting a great exit. He's not using any of the exit curbs. Now he's going to make a run towards that line. Opens up the DRS flap. Comes across the line up into the P9 position with a 129.9. So he's looking pretty good. He's about a tenth or 2 tenths off the back of Jabor for that P8 position. Let's see here. Just trying to find somebody who's close to starting a lap. And I think the next one is going to be Raptor KK here. As, actually no, Softy still hasn't started a lap yet, but he is making his way down into turn 14 to get that underway. Off the exit of turn 15. 100 meters, going to open up that DRS flap, make a run all the way down into turn 1. See where he tops out here. He's up over 202 miles an hour down into the braking. Gets a little bit of a front lock that kind of does get him turned into turn 1 off the exit of 3. Opens up that DRS flap, making a run up the hill now into turn 4. We are heavy on the brakes all the way down to 4th gear. Looking to get a great exit, and he does do just that. Now he's making his way through Sector 2. He's got a purple Sector 1, 28.2. Looking pretty promising right now for Saucy. Some lockup going into turn 8. He gets a little loose, some wheel spin off the exit. He's going to now carry that speed much as he can into the heavy braking zone all the way down to 3rd gear. He's going to open up the DRS flap, uses all the exit curb there off the exit of turn 10. Into turn 11 we are, and now he's going to make his way through the Sector 2 split. Let's see where he is looking right now. Pretty promising lap to start. He's going to come across at a 105.9, so purple Sector 2. I think that's the fastest I've seen somebody come through Sector 2. Heading towards turn 14. He's still using all of that batteries he can all the way down into the braking zone at about 75 meters. Off the exit, he is looking to use all that curb. Yes, he does. Coming down towards the line. Where is it going to put him on the board? And he has jumped up into provisional pole by less than a half a tenth there, sitting in the P1 position above Big Manry. Manry's got a lot of traffic in front of him here as he's making his way through Sector 2. See if I can catch on board with Asian Kid as he's now making his way towards the final 2 corners here. Got 24% battery left, so he's using it pretty wisely here in the qualifying. He's now gonna come off the exit with this ERS mode change in the game. DRS wide open, comes across the line up into the P6 position at a 129 flat. jump on board with Master OG as he's making his way across the line now. He gets really wide, just barely keeps it within the track limit, opens up that DRS flap, and he comes across the line in the P4 position with a 128.3. So a great lap by Master. Anybody else? It looks like we may... No, Osmanian Devil I don't think is on a lap. He's probably going to do it the next time around. Silos is not on a lap. And it looks like Deco just finished his lap. I'm not sure if he improved, but he is in that P12 position, sitting with a 129.6. Some close contenders right around him with LB the Goat, Shiesty, and Jabur as well. Yo Prime did just gain, or Asian Kid, somebody jumped a position here. Yo Prime, it looks like he might be on a lap. No, he is low on fuel. Silos is making his way up the hill towards turn 4. See if he can close up the gap to the Aston Martin in front of him, potentially get some tow towards the end of his lap here. Now going to make his way in through Sector 2. He is 2/10 up on his time coming through Sector 2. The Aston Martin is going to pull over to his side and let him through. Mercedes coming through as well. And the Aston Martin may have impeded potentially on that. I'm not exactly sure. But here goes Silos down into turn 10. Now going to carry as much speed as he can going towards turn 11 with that DRS flap wide open. Not much movement is going to happen in this DRS zone. Once again, the passing will be very limited. It's all going to be about the drive out of out of turn 10 to turn 11. I'm very interested to see what tire strategies we are going to get here in F124, as the tire wear is a little bit different this season. It's going to really have an impact on your driving, and Silos is going to dive into pit lane, so he must not be too happy with the end of that lap. Raptor is getting ready to start a lap here. Going to open up that DRS flap, making a run. We do have a Red Bull, and it looks like it might be Osmanian Devil. Yes, it is, off the exit of 15. And he dives into pit lane as well. Find who this Ferrari is. We got some folks out here on an out lap, but Raptor is currently on a flyer. He's going to come across Sector 1 split just after this corner of turn 4. Now he's heading towards turn 5. He's going to come across the split. He's up 1/10.5 on his time. Now he's got to nail turn 8 here. Gets a little bit of a lockup into turn 8. Goes a little wide. Some wheel spin off the exit. He's going to carry as much speed as he can through 9 into the heavy braking zone of turn 10. All the way down into second gear. He is looking pretty promising. He's got that DRS flap wide open. Making the run down the straight into turn 11. He's going to get on the brakes at about the 60 meter marker, I would say. Off the exit now he goes in 4th gear. Going to try and carry all the speed up the hill again into turn 13. Comes across. He is 2.5 up on his time. Into turn 13 we go. He's looking promising. He needs a few more attempts if he wants to get up the field. He might have potential to get himself inside the top 15 here. Off the exit of turn 14 we go. He's got turn 15 and then the line right in front of him. Going to open up this DRS flap, burning the battery all the way across the line. And he does gain on his time, but only good enough for P16. Alan J getting ready to start his final lap here in the qualifying session. We do have the Haas. I don't like the fact that Haas is a red dot and not a white one now. Bongit is making his way down into turn 14, heavy on the brakes, and he's gonna be looking to get a great exit off of turn 14. He is gonna be diving into pit lane, it appears. Master OG is gonna be starting his final flyer here in the qualifying session. Got a lot of guys, or a lot of folks on their lap here. Let's jump on board with Master OG here in that P5 position, and he gets a spin off of turn 2, so that is going to compromise his qualifying session there. And it looked like he's going to be sitting in that P5 position, but he does have a Ferrari right behind him, and that is Big Manry into turn 4. Manry's going to be looking to improve on his time as he's just missing out on pole by less than a half a tenth. He's not gaining on his time. He is actually a tenth and a half off currently. Is he going to be able to gain into Sector 2 here? This is very important for Manry if he wants to contend for that pole position. Heavy braking. Coming through now. Got that DRS flap wide open. Looking to get a run down into turn 11. Into turn 11 he goes. Got a great run off the exit. What's he looking like across the Sector 2 split? Is he gaining? He is not. He's just about even. He's got a purple Sector 2 though. There is potential he could still take pole as he's making a run down to the final corner here. We got a Haas off the track on the outside of turn 15. Here comes Big Manry off the exit now. He's got the Ferrari in front of him. He's looking for that toe. He's going to come across the line and take the provisional pole with a 127.6. Jump on board with Echo Alex, who's going to dive into pit lane. Let's jump on board with... That'll be the GOAT. He comes across the line and only improves to P13. And it looks like Deco is going to come across the line next. And he jumps up to P8, gains nearly 7/10 of a second. We got a Haas driver coming across. That is Bongit. Does not improve on his time. Sheisty's going to dive into pit lane. On board with the Alpine, who's got a toe from the Red Bull right in front of him. Not sure if this might be hindering him. No, he dives into pit lane, so the Red Bull is going to continue across the line. Shankadelic in that P3 position, looking for another driver here. And it appears Manson Sim is on a lap. Is he going to get his time down into the 129s here? Off the exit of turn 15. He's making a run towards the line. And no, he's actually way out of reach there on the time. Should have looked at that sooner. But there you have it, folks. That is your qualifying. Sopsy is going to take the pole position here for the first race of the season. You got Big Manry in P2, Shankadelic in third, Echo Alex in fourth, D Master OG in fifth, Castana in sixth, Yo Prime in seventh, That Asian Kid in eighth, Deco in ninth, Anime in 10th, Like Me or Not in 11th, Bongit in 12th, Alan J 13th, that'll be the GOAT is in 14th, Shiesty is in 15th, the official 16th, Osmanian Devil 17th, SP 18th, 19th is Raptor, and 20th was our Manson Sun. So there you have it. Once again, Satsi takes pole, Manry, Shankadelic, Echo, and Master are your top 5. Castana, Prime, Asian, Deco, and Anime is your top 10 there. We are getting ready for the 57 laps around the Sakir International Circuit here in Bahrain. Everybody is placing their tire strategies and we will get ready to roll. "17 viewers in here tonight. Thank you for joining in on High Point Racing Season 3 Round 1 Tier 1 here at Bahrain. We're getting ready for a 100% race, 57 laps around this wonderful 15 corner circuit. Prediction, potential 2-stop race here depends on your driving style. I have not done a race on this game in regards to a 50%, so I don't know how tires really work over the course of a Grand Prix here. But I'm assuming the more you wear them out, the less grip you're going to have. Hope you all are enjoying the F124 game so far. If you are looking to potentially join a league, High Point Racing is always recruiting, always looking to grow and expand. Just comment in the chat and we can most certainly work on getting you into High Point Racing and find you a seat for the season. Once again, Tier 1 drivers have paid to race this season, so you will probably see all the drivers each and every week throughout the 18 races. And the money goes towards a payout for championship, so it's going to be an interesting season we have here on hand. Carlos is not cooking anymore. I know, Matt. I'm kind of shocked. I almost commented and asked him if he still feels confident. But ever since that update, I think the update really really put a damper on things for people. And yeah, I enjoyed the way the handling worked before the update. Although people say it wasn't realistic, but it is what it is. I probably haven't told any of you my name, but he's too busy playing that iRacing rubbish. I don't know about that, Matthew. I like iRacing. I wish I could have it, but I think it's probably one of the better games out there. I just don't like the fact that you have to spend a lot of money on it. And we have gotten the word. We got 1 minute before we go green here. Just to let you all know, if you hear a bunch of thundering, we are getting a pretty good thunderstorm, but it should be passing through just about now. We should be on the tail end of it, so I shouldn't have any connection problems. Yeah, we're on the tail end of the storm now, so we're looking pretty promising here for the duration of the Grand Prix. Yeah, that's understandable, Matthew. Definitely playing a different game can really hinder your race pace for sure. So I think it just really comes down to like just putting in a lot of hours in the game. I already got like 48, 49 hours in this game. In the last game, I put over 600 hours in it, so. Yeah, it makes a big difference going from one game to the next, and yeah. Dang, over 1,000 hours? Yeah, I was pretty dedicated for a while, and then towards the end of the game cycle, I just kind of got tired of it. But here we are, we got one. Oh, we got a formation lap. Didn't know we had a formation lap, folks, but we got a formation lap, so everybody's going to be out here. No Kimi Räikkönen this year. You actually have to really work those tires to get them all warmed up this season, so no dragging of the brake to allow for that warm-up. Just walk through the grid here. So you got Stotzi in the Mercedes, Big Mannery in the Ferrari, Shankadelic in the Red Bull. The kick kickstart Sauber is Echo Alex, D Master OG in the McLaren, Castanha in... Damn, that's a lot of hours, Matthew. Castanha in the Mercedes, Williams is Yo Prime, Asian Kid is in the Alpine, and Yo Prime's teammate Deco is in the Williams as well in P9. Anime in P10 of the McLaren, like me or not, in the Ferrari. Bongit in the Haas this season. How we doing, Nathan? Alan J in the Kickstart Sauber, teammate in the top 5 right now. In the Visa Cash App Red Bull AlphaTauri is LB the GOAT. Shiesty in 15th. In the Aston Martin, you got Silos in a Haas in P16, Osmanian Devil in the other Red Bull with a teammate up in the top 3. SP in 18th. In the Alpine, his teammate Asian Kid in 8th. With Raptor 19th in the Aston Martin, and Armanson Sim in the other Visa Cash App Red Bull. Possible race strategies, we can see soft hards or soft medium hards come through here. Let's just pull up the tires real quick. Everybody is starting on the soft. We got Castana on mediums, Deco on mediums as well, and Anime on mediums. We're rounding the final corner. Everybody is getting put into their grid place now and into their bots, and then we will get rolling. Yo Prime, big mistake on the entrance into his bot, so he might be starting on some cold tires now. Deco as well, and Anime too. Oh man, we got some struggles here parking the cars inside the starting grid positions, and it looks like everybody's just waiting on the last car in the back, and they're all set. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and the lights are off, and we are going to the races. And it appears Saucy got a great jump, but Shankadelic got an even better jump on the Ferrari of Big Manry. Into turn 1 we go. Looks like the whole field is getting through cleanly off of turn 1. Coming through turn 3. Big Manry has taken back over the lead, over P2. Now looking to put the pressure on Saucy around the outside into turn 4. Is he going to make it stick? He's trying to hang it out around the outside. He's going to slot right back in behind Saucy for the P2 position. As we're all making our way down into turn 8 we go. It looks like the field is getting through relatively well. Bong it down to the inside, gets loose off the exit of turn 8. We got some action going on side by side. Heading down into turn 9 between the Ferrari of Like Me or Not and Alan J. Gives each other plenty of space, making a run. And don't forget, DRS does activate after 1 lap this season. Like Me or Not is going to overtake down into turn 11, but now he's got the Visa Cash App Red Bull of LB the GOAT, is looking to make an attack around the outside through 12 up into turn 13, and he complete that move. And it looks like Me or Not is going the wrong direction here on the start already, as he's falling down to the P16 position. The GOAT has completed a move on Alan J, making a run down into turn 13. Off the exit of 15 we are, heading towards the start-finish line to complete lap 1 as Big Manry has overtaken for the lead on Saucy. DRS has been activated. Is Saucy going to get that DRS on Big Manry? Yes, he is. He's going to try and break the toe to the inside. Saucy follows along, goes to the outside of turn 4. He's looking to hold it around the outside. He's not going to get the run he needs, but he actually is still hanging it there. We go side by side through the middle of sector 2 here, and Saucy has jumped back into the lead over Big Manry. Shankadelic sitting in that P3 position, waiting for somebody to make a mistake to potentially take over and look to grab the lead. Echo Alex hanging tight right on the back of him, so isn't Master. All of them have a DRS train going into turn 11. Big Manry's going to follow nice and closely behind into the braking zone of 11. Movement between Bongit and Anime here, as Bongit did overtake Anime into turn 11 as well. Coming through 12, up the hill into turn 13. Bongit inside the top 10 on the start. Coming off the final corner we go. Big Manry is going to get DRS. Is he going to be looking to make that run down into turn 1 once again? Opens up that DRS flap. Following along, nice and close, right behind. Sathi's going to dive down to the inside. Into the braking zone we go, and he completes the move. Sathi looking for a little switchback opportunity. Jason, I need your name. I can't just do need invite. I need your name, man. I need, yeah, I need to know what your, oh, like me or not. Okay, I got you. Friends, where is he? Sent, got you. Big Manry sitting in that P2 position here. Yo Prime is sitting in that P6 position. He is almost breaking out of DRS range of Castana right behind him, but Castana does have that DRS. It's going to help him into turn 11. There's some movement going on back here, and it appears Bonga down to the inside of Deco, and he's going to be looking to make that move into turn 11. Plenty of space given, but Deco is still going to try and battle through the inside of turn 12, and now he's going to slot right back in behind Bonga here off the exit of turn 13, heading down into the penultimate corner. Shiesty does get by Silos as he goes through the inside, and they're now still battling side by side here. Jump back up to the front real quick as Big Manry has DRS looking down to the inside into turn 1, and he does complete the move. Satsi not able to get that switchback opportunity this time through turn 1. Deco Becerra is getting by Bongit. Jumps back into that P9 position. Satsi looking to make a move into turn 4. Not close enough to get alongside. Master got a little bit of a wheel spin off the exit here. Bongit and Deco still battling it out. We also got the side-by-side between Anime and LB the Goat right behind him as well. LB the Goat, or Anime, is going to hold off the Goat, and Deco does hold off Bongit as well. Drop down the field a little bit here. We got some action going on. The two Aston Martin teammates, P15 and 16, working together. They're going to have to probably do some DRS flip-flopping here if they want to try and pull up to the group of cars in front of them. Master must have made a mistake. He's about 7/10 back now. Bongit and Deco still battling it out off the exit of turn 11. These guys gone a complete lap battling each other for this P9 position. And it appears Bongit is in front for the time being off the exit of turn 13. LB the Goat is looking to pull right up to the back of Anime. And here comes Jabur and Osmanian Devil as well. Satsi does take the lead right back from Big Manry here up in the front. So Satsi's now back in the lead. And here comes Big Manry. Got that DRS flap wide open. He's going to look down to the inside into turn 4. And he does so. They're still side by side off the exit. Plenty of space given. Big Manry is still fighting side by side with Satsi. Satsi through the inside of turn 7, heading down into turn 8 we go. And he does complete that move and take over the lead once again. Two completely different lines there between Satsi and Big Manry off the exit. And it looks like Big Manry wants to go down to the inside of 11, but he was not close enough to attempt a move, so he's going to stay right behind. And he's continuing to drag the train right along with him. Bongit in the P9 position is holding strong. He's breaking out of DRS zone of Deco behind him, so that is going to be promising for Bonget. Now he's got 5.5 seconds to close up to the back of that Asian kid. Big Mannery's going to jump to the left-hand side of Satsi as he's making his run down into turn 1. He is going to complete that move, but we do got the McLaren of Master looking to make a move around the outside of Echo Alex into turn 1. Now through the inside of turn 2, still side by side off the exit of 3. DRS flap wide open, but Master does have a slipstream from the cars in front. Into turn 4 we go. Satsi and Big Mannery still battling it out for the lead. And it looks like Satsi is still going to hold off Big Mannery here. Shankadelic still sitting in that P3 position, waiting for a mistake to happen so he can capitalize. But Master down to the inside into turn 8 we go, but he's not close enough to attempt to make a move. He's going to slot right back behind in that P4 position as we're making our way through the Sector 2 now. Top 5 all still within DRS of each other. Yo Prime sitting 3 seconds back. He's looking to try and close up to the gap in front here. Master's sitting 7/10 off now. He's really closed up now. He's going to try and make a move on Shankadelic maybe at some point here. But Shankadelic knows this is 57 lap race, so he is going to try and hang on and just play it patient. All this battling is going to wear your tires out real quick. Fortunately, Alan J sitting all the way in the back, same with Like Me or Not, down at the back of the field. And the leaders are taking on lap 7. Big Mannery's going to jump back to the left-hand side once again on Satsi. Into the braking zone of turn 1 we go. And he does have the lead. And Satsi is going to follow right behind. He's going to get the DRS off the exit of turn 3. And now he's going to look to carry as much speed, maybe make a move down into turn 4. Really closed up to the back. Jives down to the inside of turn 4. He does complete that move. Big Mannery, though, looking for a great exit off the turn 4, and he is going to slot right back behind into that P2 position. So a lot of fighting going on for your top 5 here. LB the GOAT does get by Deco into the turn 4 as well, and he's going to complete his move inside to top 10, and now he's looking to put on the charge to Bonget. Joe Prime sitting in that P7 position, still fighting with Castana here for the P6, and looking to hopefully work together to try and catch up into Echo, but I don't think that's working well for them. Shicey did box. I'm wondering if he maybe had a wing change. As Big Mannery is still in that P2 position, really close to Satsi here. He is going to get that DRS flap wide open now. Lap 7 is complete. He's going to jump back to the left-hand side on Satsi, heading into turn 1. And he does make that move. With these two flip-flopping, this is actually holding off Shankadelic as well. And it's not allowing him to get any run down into turn 1. But your top 5 are playing very, very patient up here. Everybody's being fair. Shankadelic still sitting in that P3 position. Sorry, I was trying to read a Discord chat, guys. Your top 5 all playing pretty patient with each other to start the Grand Prix. Shankadelic falling off the back right now of Satsi in front of him. He's got to try and find some more speed to hang on here. This might allow Master to capitalize on this gap, as he's going to pull right up behind him here into turn 14. And here comes Master. He's got the DRS flap wide open. Saucy's going to go down the inside. Master's also going to go down the inside. And Saucy completes the move for P1. Shankadelic going to try and hang it around the outside on Master. Through the inside of turn 2. And it looks like Master has completed the move. Yo Prime is getting by Castana here. Jabur gets by Deco as well. And now he's looking to make a move. Jabur is going to get DRS on I'll be the GOAT. Jump back up into the front here. Master is falling off a little bit here. He's 7.5 tenths back in that P3 position. Leaders are fighting awfully hard here between Saucy and Big Manry. They're starting to pull the gap almost 1 second. Looking to break the DRS to P3. Invite sent, Asian kid. Big Manry is looking to make a move down the inside. Yes, he does. Into the braking zone of turn 1. Gets a little bit of a lockup. Saucy goes back for a switchback. Looking around the outside of turn 2. He's not going to be able to complete that move. He's going to get the DRS though on the run up into turn 4. And Master has showed up in the picture as well. And through turn 4 we go. And Saucy has taken the lead. Here comes Manry though. He's looking to make a move. No, he's not. Here comes Master right behind him. These three are awfully close to each other. Master down to the inside. Does he complete the move? Still side by side between Big Manry and Master here as we're making our way through turn 9 into the braking zone. And it looks like Manry is going to hold him off. Master is trying to create this gap. Shankadelic too. Man, what's going on with this game? Sent. LB the GOAT is actually made a move on 2 cars, it appears here, between Anime and Deco, and a move down to the inside is Deco, which caused evasive action. Oh no, this game is not sure what's going on here. That's 2 retired. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. We got a battle between Castana and Shankadelic. Castana is going to get the move done, and Yo Prime now also makes a move. As Yo Prime is complete the move, now he's inside the top 5. Castana is looking to maybe overtake that position on him once again. Anime Boy does make a move on Raptor. He's up now. Raptor under a lot of pressure from Deco right behind him. Deco's going to dive down to the inside on Raptor. No, he is not. He's actually going to fall right behind him. Stick with that P13 position. Back up to the front with your leaders. We still got a 4-car DRS train here between your top 4 of Big Manry, Saucy, Master, and Echo Alex. Deco gets a 3-second time penalty. The first time penalty of the race, only 11 laps in. Who has that gone around in the back? Silos has gone around down in the P15 position. And we come across the line to complete lap 11, and Saucy is closing up to the back of Big Manry. Is he going to make a move into turn 1? No, he is not. He's going to stay right behind, try and conserve some of that battery. Anime Boy, it looks like Anime Boy has gone around. Yes, he has. Off the exit of turn 13. He is back facing the right way. No wing damage on that car. Topsy Master and Big Manry, Echo Alex just hanging out in that P4 position, just following along. And Topsy dives down to the inside in turn 8. Is he going to be able to complete it? Get wheel spin off the exit, so he's going to have to stay with that P2 position, defending off Master going into turn 9. Off the exit we come of turn 10, going to open up the DRS flap. Master is looking to maybe capitalize on that mistake from Topsy, but he's not going to be close enough to turn 11. Yeah, there's still a bug in this game. That's wonderful. And here comes Master. He is chasing behind. So oh my gosh, this game, oh, never mind, Anime, it looked like he made a mistake, and that is going to bring out the first safety car here. He made a mistake off of turn 9, and unfortunately have DNF. Ten-second penalty for LB the Goat speeding into pit lane. So yes, it's not a 5-second penalty anymore. It's actually a 10-second penalty. Now for any speeding into pit lane, Deco is going to go to a set of hards as well. Raptor on a set of mediums. Manson coming in for a double stack. He's going to go to a set of mediums as well. So the back of your field have all stayed out. See what the leader's plan is going to do. Big Manry jumps in, puts on a set of hard tires. Set of mediums for Master. So there is your new tire order here. Got some hards up in the front with a medium in between. So Master on the mediums. So on lap 14 of 57, we got our first safety car. Alan J is going to overtake Osmanian Devil here. I love how the safety car logo is just blinking like we don't know we're under safety car. pull up your biggest movers so far here in the Grand Prix. Jabur up 10, 9 for Raptor, 8 for Manson Sim. I will send you an invite if you want to come watch. I don't see you online, Shank. And here we are on lap 15 of the first safety car here in the Grand Prix. Should be back to green flag after this lap. I do have to say what's nice about the safety car is it's much faster this game, which is actually enjoyable. And Osmanian Devil has caught up to the back of the grid. Should be back to green flag here to start lap 16. And be one lap of green flag before we get the DRS wide open. So on lap 17 we should have DRS activated once again. Safety car is in this lap, and here we go. Big Manry is going to lead us back to the green flag. Going to make sure those tires are nice and warm. Backing up the field here. And off the exit of turn 14, and oh, he gets a little bit of a wheel spin that's going to compromise his top speed down the straight. Saucy, is he going to look to take advantage? They come across the line to start lap 16, and it looks like Manry's going to defend down to the inside. Saucy's going to hold to the inside. We got some wing damage flying off in the back. It's not Saucy. He's good on wing. Can't find where that the flap went, but oh, and it looks like Stopsy was looking down to the inside. That forces Master to go down to his inside and through turn 4. Master up into the P2 position on a set of medium tires here while he is surrounded by a bunch of hards. Prime is battling side by side with Castana. Prime has held him off for the P5 position, and he's looking to get a great exit here. See if he can close up to the back of Echo Alex once again. Bongit makes a move on LB the Goat, and now they're side by side making a run down into turn 11. Bongit's going to try and hang it around the outside of the Goat. The Goat kind of forces him off a little bit, but Bongit's going to slot right behind into that P9 position. Back up to the front. Master is all over the rear diffuser. He's going to peek down to the inside of Big Manry. DRS is going to be activated this time by off the exit of turn 15. Here goes Big Master. He's now into the lead. Started in the P5 position, gained up. And it looks like we got Prime dives into pit lane. He's the one with the wing damage on the way down into turn 1. Masters trying to get a good exit off of 2. He's now going to make a run up the hill into turn 4. He does have Big Manry with DRS behind him. He wants to hang on to him nice and close here. Force Master to use all of his tires. Echo Alex all over the rear diffuser of Satsi for that P3 position. Jabur all the way up into the P6 position. He's looking to put some pressure on Castana here for P5. Into turn 9, off the exit we go. Or turn 10. Is Master going to break DRS here? He's making his way through turn 12, up the hill into turn 13. He's nearly a second out. He's got a purple sector 2 here. And does he get the drive? Yes, he does. He's broken out of that 1 second range. Big Manry is going to be trying to close back up, and he does not get within the 1 second here down the DRS straight. Satsi's using the DRS to close up to the back of Master. Or up to the back of Big Manry. A lot of move. Castana and Jabur battling it out. And here comes LB the GOAT. He's going to peek in the picture, use the DRS. Going to dive down to the inside of Jabur, making a run towards turn 4. But Jabur is actually making a move down the inside of Castana into turn 4. Now we're nearly 3 wide off the exit. And it looks like Castana is going to hold them both off. And Jabur is going to slot into that P6 position right behind him. Off the exit of 8, it looked like LB the GOAT had a better exit, but he is going to stay right behind. Into turn 10 we are. Your top 4 have all broken away from P5 of Castana here. Jabur now is looking to try and close back up to the rear diffuser once again to potentially make a move, but LB the GOAT is closed up to the rear diffuser of Jabur. Into turn 13 we are. Now making our way down to the penultimate corner for lap 18 to be completed. Master has opened up a 1.7 second gap in the lead. Manry MP2 with Satsi and Echo Alex sitting right behind him within DRS. The board does get DRS on Castana in front of him. Satsi and Big Manry changing positions here. And it looks like Big Manry gets a little bit of a wheel spin. Raptor is going to make a move. Osmanian Devil is making a move as well. Silos makes a move down to the inside of Shiesty. Takes over that P12 position. Osmanian Devil up into P14 after restarting in P16. Bonget making a move. Oh no, it appears LB the GOAT has gone around off the exit of turn 4. And that's very unfortunate for him. Bonget just outside, now with just outside the 1 second range on Jabur in front of him. Jabur is now looking to put the pressure on here. On Castana here into turn 11. He was able to close up the gap just a little bit. Echo Alex has lost DRS, but Big Manry still has DRS so far. 2 Satsi in front of him, and he is going to get DRS down the start-finish straight to start lap 20. Is Manry going to be looking to make a move into turn 1? Satsi with the fastest lap at a 132.3. 2 second gap between Satsi in P2 and Manry in P3. They gained about 2/10 there on the previous lap to the leader. Osmanian Devil working his way back through the field. He's already back up into the P12 position. Into turn 1 we go. He's now looking to hang on to the back of Silos there in P11. He is going to get DRS. We got a nice DRS train here going on from P8 all the way down into P12. As we make our way off the exit of turn 8, following along with this 4-car DRS train here, Raptor is gonna have to swap with Manson, use the DRS to his advantage, and potentially close up to Bonget, but they are 4.5 seconds off, so they got quite a bit of time to make up. Gaining a lot of time through turn 11 there, gained about 3/10. Jump back up to the front between Sotsy and Manry. Manry's got DRS. He's now going to be putting the pressure on Sotsy here. Is he going to be close enough to make a move into turn 1 we go? He's got the outside, but it looks like Sotsy wanted to cover off that braking zone. Through turn 1 we go. Sotsy cuts across turn 2. Now we're coming up the hill towards turn 4. And we still got a battle for that P2 position here. Echo's just falling back in P4, just kind of cruising along 2.5, almost nearly 3 seconds off the pace. Oh. Bonga here sitting in P7. He's looking to put the pressure on SP now. Is he going to make a move, maybe on the net DRS straight? Opens up the DRS flap. Don't think he's burning much battery right now. He's going to go down to the inside. No, he is not. Just giving him a little bit of a show there, saying, hey, I'm here. Looks like Raptor is putting the pressure on Manson right now. Manson, I believe, started P20. He's worked his way up into P8. Going to be a swap between Manry and Sotsy? No, it is not. Manry's going to follow right behind. Bonget does make a move on Jabur, and he's going to overtake that P6 position into turn 1. But Bonget is making some moves. Raptor is going to get by Manson Sim. Got a lot of cars making some moves back here. It looks like the Haas and Silos went a little deep. Red Devil is going to take advantage of that opportunity, and he moves up into P11. Shiesty, unfortunately, is retired, but retired in pit lane down in that P16 position. Echo with a 3-second time penalty. Right now, that is still holding him in P4 as long as Katana can stay out of that 3 seconds. So it looks like Masters really opened up a 2.9, nearly 3-second gap over P2, but he is on a set of medium tires compared to Sotsy and Manry. They're both on a set of hard tires. They all pit on lap 15-16. So pretty fresh tires on these folks right now. Manry's going to go back down to the inside of Sotsy. Into the braking zone we go, and he completes the move. SP does make a move on Bonget once again. Down into turn 1. Jump on some of these DRS trains back here. Everybody's going to follow each other in a single file line. LB the GOAT is going to make a move on Alan J. And the GOAT actually is gaining a lot of time. He was further back due to wing damage that he concurred on the restart here. And has fallen back. Silos making a move on Osmanian Devil, but he's not going to be far enough alongside to keep the car there. He's going to fall right back into line and continue to follow along. Deco is on the rear diffuser. Manson just barely keeping it within DRS of Raptor in front of him. He has fallen outside the 1 second range, but he still has that DRS, so he can use it to hopefully tow him back up. He's now within 9/10 there, not falling back out of the 1 second range again. Osmanian Devil is all over that rear diffuser of Deco here as we're making our way through turn 13. Is he going to be able to complete this move off the exit of turn 15 into turn 1? Ashley is going to go for it right now. No, he is not. He closes up to the back of him. And it looks like, who's that? That is our Manson made a mistake off the exit of 14 and 15. And who's this going down through the inside? That's Silos. Double overtake. Oh, and a wing damage for somebody here. Appears Osmanian Devil got some wing damage, so he is not going to like that. SP and Bonget still fighting each other here for that P6 position. Silos is going to get by Deco as well up into turn 4. He moves into the P9 position. Oh, and it looked like Osmanian Devil made a mistake off the exit of turn 4, and Manson Sim does get by him as well. Castana just chilling out here in P5 by himself. Echo still sitting in P4. 3 seconds off the back. Manry and Satsi are hanging within 2.5 seconds on Master here. So Master hasn't really extended that gap over the Osmanian Devil is fighting along side by side with LB the Goat. Osmanian Devil is missing an end plate on that front wing, the left end plate. LB the Goat is able to complete the move off the exit of 12, now coming through 13. Making our run down into turn 14. Is Osmanian Devil gonna go into the pits this time to replace that front wing? I'm not exactly sure. Bonget and SP swap positions once again up here in the front. Bonget down through the inside into turn 1. Osmanian Devil does dive into pit lane. He is looking to get that front wing changed. Joe Prime is up into P14. Yes, Humble. Silos is in the P10 position here, trying to chase down Deco. And he's within that 1 second. See if he can get himself into P9. Gets a little bit of a wheel spin there off of turn 8. Still keeping it within that 1 second range here. Now he's going to make a run using DRS. See if he can close that gap a little bit more to Deco in front of him into turn 11. And yes, he does underneath 0.8 of a second. And it looks like we might be hitting some sort of crossover point unless Master has made a mistake. Visati has closed up 0.7 on Master, and he's pulling Manry with him as we're going down into turn 1. And it looks like Salty's going to defend off Manry. He's staying within that 2 seconds of Master in front of him. Now we're under 2 seconds. Are we into a crossover point? It looks like Osmanian Devil has gone around. Yes, he has. Off of turn 8 on the cold tires. Master is about to be under some sort of pressure. 1.7 seconds between the leader and second place. Now it's 1.6. Sopsy is flying right now. Gets a little bit of a front locking there going into turn 8. But he is down to 1.5 seconds. Satsi is about to put the pressure on, and here comes Big Mannery. He's following along in that P3 position, so we might have a battle for the lead brewing here. Alan J gets by LB the Goat there for the P12 position as they're making their way into turn 8. We go. And it looks like the kick start is going to hold on to P12. Jump back up to the front here, almost within a second here. He's not going to get the DRS. Osmanian Devil has unfortunately retired from the session. We are down 6 drivers. And here goes Master. He's going to dive into pit lane. Only 10 laps on those medium tires. Not exactly sure what he's doing there. He might try to extend out the hards to the end. But now Big Manry's going to make a move on Satsi. And he's going to take the lead. But Satsi's going to hold it through the inside of 1, around the outside of 2. And he's going to follow along behind. Is he going to get the DRS? Yes, he does. Now he's going to be looking to make this run all the way into turn 4. Side-by-side action. Satsi around the outside in the Mercedes. Now he goes for a switchback opportunity through the inside. Big Manry, Satsi, side-by-side. Making our way through turn 5 in 6. Now 7 heading down the hill into turn 8. And the Mercedes has taken the lead here on lap 27. Castana sitting in that P3 position, 7.5 seconds back with a 3 second, no, actually Castana. So it looked like Echo Alice also did pit as well. And he was able to make a move on Manson up into turn 4. Manry's still sitting within 3/10 of Satsi here, as making our way through turn 12 up the hill to turn 13. And he's going to follow him nice and tight through. He is going to get DRS next time by. And here comes Big Manry. Going to open up that DRS flap. Looking to close up to the back of Satsi. We got Mercedes 1 and 3 right now. Here goes Manry down to the inside. Completes the move. And he is now taking over the lead. If these two work together just right, they might not get the undercut from Master there, who's looking to make a move on Jabur. He's going to dive down to the inside and moves up into the P5 position. And is looking to now put the charge on to chase down Bongit here, who's right in front of him in P4. LB the GOAT has retired from the session. What's happening, George? George Perez? What's happening? It's happening. What's happening? Satsi's still fighting for the lead with Big Manry on lap 28 here. He's within the DRS range. Is he going to be looking to make that move once again? Master within 2.5 seconds, just about on Bongit. He's closing up. He's looking to hopefully cover off and definitely get a big gap towards the back half of the race here. Is he going to be looking to make those hard tires last until the end? I'm not exactly sure what his plan was for pitting on lap 27. Echo Alice with the new fastest lap of a 131.9. Deco's looking to make a move on Raptor here into turn 4. He is not close enough to make that move. He's going to slot right back behind in P8. Silos just came out of pit lane on a set of hard tires. Going to be looking to make those last until the end as well. Master down to 1.7 seconds off of Bongit. And he's closing that gap even more. And we got a battle between Echo, and Raptor here. Echo down to the inside. And he completes the move on Raptor as well into turn 11. And Raptor's is going to be looking to maybe fight back around the outside of 12, but the tire difference here, medium new versus medium used. Now Deco is putting the pressure on Raptor as well. Heading into turn 14, we got 27 laps to go, folks. We are just over halfway here at Bahrain International Circuit for round 1 in High Point Racing. Master is closed up to the gap. He was leading your race until about lap 27, but it was a battle between Big Mannery and Satsi for the first 16 laps until the safety car came out. And then when that came out, Master bots for a set of mediums, the other two bots for a set of hards. And now Master had putting on a set of hards on lap 26, 27. And he's going to be making those, try and last until the end. That's going to be around 30 laps. We'll see the wear difference between the two tires. Master down to the inside of Bongit. Bongit goes a little deep into the braking zone, but they're still going to battle side by side in through turn 9 and turn 10. And it appears Master has taken over that position, and now he's going to be looking to put the charge on to maybe potentially catch up to Castana. But Bongit is not giving up. He's going to peek down to the inside of Master into turn 11. He's actually going to back out, slot right back behind, and maybe use some of this DRS to see if that will pull him closer to Castana here. But Master's 12.3 seconds off the back for the time being. Battle between your leaders into turn 1, still side by side. Satsi is going to overtake Big Manry in through turn 1. Off the exit of 2. Now Big Manry is going to get the DRS flap. No, he is not. Did Satsi got it? Satsi got the DRS there down into turn 4 to be able to defend off Manry. So here we go. Manry's going to follow along right behind him closely. Deco's going to get by SP. SP actually dives into pit lane. So doesn't Raptor. Those two are going to be looking to make a set of medium potentially go to the end. Yo Prime up into the top 8 as well. Yeah, definitely, Sammy. They've been side by side all race. It's been fun to call that action. SP is going to come out, and so isn't Raptor. Manson Sim dives into pit lane. He's going to go onto a set of hard tires. Big Manry and Satsi here. Through turn 11, 2.5 tenths, 3 tenths back from each other. Coming through turn 12, they're going to come through sector 2 split. We got Master broken outside of the DRS on Bongit. Now he's within 11.5 seconds of Castana, so he's gained about 7 tenths on the previous lap. Big Manry's going to hang on nice and close, gets the slipstream down into turn 14. Off the exit we go. He's going to get this DRS. Is he going to be making a move down into turn 1? He's got that DRS flop wide open. Down to the inside he goes, and he's going to complete the move well before turn 1. And Satsi's going to slot right behind him and hopefully try and make a move up into turn 4. He does get on the curb, so that is going to compromise his exit slightly through turn 3. And up the hill we go, so he is going to follow behind, as I don't think he's close enough to make a move. No, he is not. The next closest battle on the circuit right now is between Raptor and SP here. They are 17.5 seconds off the back of Yo Prime, but they did just come out of pit lane on a new set of tires. Silos has creeped back into the picture as well, and he is in P11. Going to be looking to try and jump into that P10 final points paying position. Satsi and Big Manry still battling here in the lead on lap 32. These guys have not given each other any separation since the start of the Grand Prix. They have been swapping back and forth through the first 16 laps. And then on lap 19, Master took over the lead for the next 10 laps, boxed for a set of white wall tires. And now he's making them try and last until the end. But you got your two leaders here fighting. The question is, how much tire wear are they putting in? And are they planning on boxing one more time? 22 to 23 second pit lane time. And it looks like Master has actually gotten himself within that range on the leaders. Satsi using the DRS to close up to the back of Big Manry into turn 1. He's going to stick right behind him. looking to get a much better exit off of turn 3. And he does so. He is going to use that DRS, but still not close enough to make that move. Bonga is looking to make a move potentially on Echo Alex into turn 1. Using the DRS. Is he going to go to the right-hand side to the inside? No, he is not. He would like to just kind of stick behind one more time. Gets a little bit of a wheel spin off the exit of turn 1. That's going to compromise his exit. And Echo has broken outside that 1 second range. But Bonga did get the DRS. And he's now within the 1 second once again, but he is going to have to find a way to close it back up. Master down under 11 seconds of Castana in front of him. Actually jump back up to the front here as they're going to be coming down the start finish straight, complete lap 33. DRS is going to be open on Satsi. He's within a half a second. He's close enough. He's going to be closing up. What the heck? Oh, it's because I had my foot on my brake on my sim. That's why. Through turn 2, Satsi did not look to make a move down and into turn 1. Closes up to the back of Manry into turn 4, but not close enough. Castano just chilling in that P3 position. Master's trying to close up to the back of him, but he's not gaining any time on your race leaders here. It's going to be a little worrisome for him, as he's about 20 seconds back currently. Silos is going to be getting DRS this time by. Is he going to jump himself into the top 10? He goes over the curb in turn 14. Gets a good exit. Got that DRS flap wide open. Now he's closing up the gap. I'm going to jump on board with him. Let's see if he's going to try and make a move down into turn 1. He's getting awfully close here. No, he's going to let off and continue to follow through. Silos looking to make a move into turn 4. No, he is not. Jump back up to the leaders as we're coming around turn 14 here. They're going to make their run towards the line. Satsi very close this time. He's now going to close up to the back. Got that DRS flap wide open. To the inside. Side-by-side action. Both into the braking zone. And it looks like Satsi wants that inside. Manry is going to hang right behind him. He does get a much better exit off of 3. Maybe. No. Satsi is extending. And he's going to hold him off into the entrance of turn 4. Two are not giving each other a break. Silos, it looked like he finally was able to compromise. Oh no. Jabor goes right back through the inside. Now around the outside of 12. Heading towards 13. And Jabor has overtaken Silos for that P10 position to defend him off. He's trying to keep onto that final point paying position for the time being. Looks like Satsi's starting to find some pace late here in the stint on the hard tires. Oh, yeah. Almost broken out of that 1 second range. He's nearly 9/10. He's getting close to breaking it, but Manry does not want that to happen. Swallowed my drink down the wrong pipe. Manry is now going to be looking to overtake, and he's closed up that gap to 3/10 on Satsi. Through turn 1 we go. Echo Alice is actually catching up to Master here in that P5 position. I wonder if he maybe conserving tires the previous time through or something, but he is within 2.5 seconds of Master here, and he's still closing on him. You got about 21 laps to go here, and your two leaders are 20 laps on their hard tires. Got a nice little DRS train going on here between Silos, Jabur, and Alan J. Into turn one we go. It looks like SP is going to stick right behind Silos. But now making our way through turn 3. Up the hill heading towards turn 4. DRS flaps wide open. Awfully close by Alan J. He's going to go down the inside of SP. Little bit of contact, but not able to make it stick. SP is now going to hold on to that P11 position, but he doesn't want to lose any more time to Silos in front of him. And here comes Alan J looking for a better run. Oh, and a big accident there between Alan and SP. Oh, big collision. And that's going to bring out the safety car here on lap 36. Alan J and SP unfortunately get into each other, and it looked like it may have sent SP into the inside wall there, and that is going to end his Grand Prix. So now that's the safety car, and your leaders are all, or your 5 through 8 have all gone into the pit. Your leaders have not been able to bot yet, as they're now just making their way through Sector 2. Castana was not able to, and neither is DM Master, so we are going to open up here. Oops. Tires. We got medium for Echo, Bongit, and Echo, Bongit, Deco, and Yo Primer all on medium. Raptor's going to go to a set of hard tires. Silos also in the pit lane, and he went to a set of medium. Alan J came out on a set of soft tires. Jump back up to your leaders. It looks like they're both going to dive into pit lane as well. Avoid speeding, and they make it through. See some yellow wall tires going on here. Ooh, another set of hard tires for Manry. This could be very interesting. I wonder if Manry maybe potentially saw something on the set of hard tires that the medium runners did not see. It's going to be very interesting towards the end of the Grand Prix, because guess what? Master's come in as well, and he is going to be looking to get off the white wall onto a set of yellow wall tires. And we are on lap 38 of 57. We got a lot of medium tires here, with Big Manry going on a set of hards in that P2 position. Going to be very interesting end of the Grand Prix here, because not exactly sure, but Master was on a set of mediums, got out to about a 3-second gap from Saucy and Manry while they were on a set of hard tires, and then after 10 laps seemed to be there was a crossover point because Saucy and Manry started to close up that gap pretty quick. So I'm wondering if Manry's gonna see that as a strategy for the hard tires and potentially take advantage here at the end and maybe take over on the last few laps. But we will just have to wait and find out as we're waiting on our Manson Sim to catch up to the back of the grid here, and then we can get back to some green flag action. Back under green. That was a late safety car restart. My apologies, folks. It appears Saucy must have had a great jump. And Master sitting in P3, but Castana side by side with Echo Alex. Through turn 9, and it looks like Echo maybe down the inside. Yes, he does. Castana and Echo side by side battling for the P4 position. All the way down this middle DRS straight. DRS will be activated next time by. Echo's going to be looking to hang it out down through the inside of turn 11. Coming through 12 now. And Echo up into the P4 position, right back kind of where he started, inside the top 5. Castana's right behind him though. Saucy has broken out of DRS on Manry. And Master has also lost the DRS to Manry as well. So no DRS for those three there. Castana, if he can hang on here off the exit of 1, he will have DRS. Saucy with a 131.1 fastest lap here on lap 41. New set of medium tires. Here comes Castana down to the inside of Echo into turn 1. And it looks like Echo wants to hang it around the outside. It gives him the inside through turn 2. But here comes Castana with a much better exit off of 3. He's going to open up that DRS flap. Down through the inside he goes. Into the P4 position. Into turn 4 he goes. But Echo still trying to hang it around the outside here. All this battling costing them time to the cars in front. And Echo still holding on to the P4 position. Yeah, SP, I definitely can understand, man. I actually, I did catch it on stream, and it was helicopter view too. So, it is there for you. DM Master in the P3 position. chasing Big Manry in that P2. He did get within that 1 second. Going into turn 11 we are. So Master is going to have DRS down the start-finish straight. Echo hanging on to that P4 position with Castana right behind him. But Yo Prime is now starting to look to put the pressure on Castana in front of him. So here comes Yo Prime. He's chasing behind Castana right now. Coming off the exit of turn 15. Yo Prime down to the inside. He's going to open up the DRS flap. Going to use Echo as a tow here down into turn 1. But it looks like Castana wants to fight back around the outside in that Mercedes. Side by side through turn 1. Yo Prime around the outside of turn 2. Now he's got the inside of 3 up the hill. Castana gonna potentially make a move. Dives down to the inside into the braking zone of turn 4. No, he is not. He's gonna stick right behind him there. Side by side action going on between Master and Manry here for this P2 position. And it looks like Master gets a little bit of a lock up there, hangs on to the car, and is still chasing nice and close to Manry. Got about 15 laps to go, folks. And we're making our way through turn turn 10, heading towards turn 11. Castana still hanging on to Yo Prime in front of him. So the fighting between Manry and Master has cost him 3 seconds to Sotsy in front of him, who is your race leader at the time being. But Master is now going to close up to the back of Manry. Into turn 15 we go. Off the exit. And here comes Master. Going to open up this DRS flap. Goes down to the inside of Manry. Making a run towards turn 1. Is this going to help him? Into the braking zone we go. And off the exit. Raptor does overtake Silos for that final point paying position. Silos is going to be trying to make a move back on Raptor. He wants that top 10. And here goes Silos all the way down to the inside. Into turn 4 we go. Silos does complete the move. Master falls right behind him in the P11 position. Silos back inside the top 10. Big DRS train going on here between Echo, Yo Prime, and Castana. Gecko's also hanging tight. Bong It and Alan J are also in the picture here, all inside the top 10, all fighting for more points if they can get them. Master's not really able to close the gap on Manry here. Or on Sotsy, my apologies. 2.8 seconds back. Heading up the hill into turn 13. Sotsy's almost extended out to a 3-second gap here. Are we going to get any moves down into turn 1? Bong It with the new fastest lap. He's going to go down to the inside of Castana. And it appears we got Yo Prime down to the inside of Echo Alex. Giving a little bump through turn 2, up through turn 3. Still side-by-side action. Very close racing between the three. And here comes the Mercedes of Castana. He's going to make it 3 wide. No, he's not. He's going to fall right back in line. Peek down to the inside of the kickstart Sauber of Echo Alex. Into the P5 position he goes. And now he's looking to put the pressure on Yo Prime for the P4 spot. Echo Alex peeking down to the inside of Castana, looking to get a better exit. He is not going to get that run into turn 9 and 10. Still got a pretty decent side midfield train here. DM Master is within 2.9. Must have made a mistake through turn 11. He was actually starting to close up to Sotsy here. But now we got a 5-car battle here. for the P4 position. We're going to put penalties aside and we're just going to watch the racing. I don't care about the penalties until the end of the Grand Prix. Echo Alex sitting in P6 right now. He's going to get the DRS. Here comes Castana though. He also has DRS. Big Manry got the DRS. He's going to make a move down the inside of DM Master. And he gets back into that P2 position. Castana up a spot. Here goes the kickstart Sauber down to the inside of Yo Prime. Now around the outside of turn 2. Gets a much better run through turn 3. Opens up the DRS flap. And he's going to be looking to close up to the back of Castana here in that P4 position as we're making our way off of turn 4. Master with a 3-second time penalty. Very unfortunate. That might just hinder his opportunity to even stick to podium. Castana is now within that 3-second range. So he is looking to hopefully close back up even more. Master and Saucy have fallen, or Master and Manry have fallen off of Saucy. Master down to the inside. And he's going to make the move through turn 11. Manry's still going to stick right behind though. He's not going to fall off very much. Castana's now within 3 seconds here. Off the exit of turn 14 and 15. Manry is going to have the DRS. He's got it wide open right about now. Is he looking to close up to the back under 3/10? He's going to be peeking down to the inside very shortly. No, he is not. He's going to stick right behind. No move between the 4 right behind them of Castana, Echo, Yo Prime, and Bonga. Bonga's hanging right onto the end of the tail of Yo Prime as we're now making our way up the hill heading towards turn 4. And no moves will be made as everybody just wants to follow along for the time being. Castana's now with him 2.5 seconds of Big Manry. He's starting to use a lot of power and all that speed in that car to try and close up the gap. Gonna get rid of his tires now. Castana is really flying here at the tail end of the race, about to come across the line with 10 laps to go here. Big Manry still got the pressure on Master, but they are not closing up to Saucy here. Saucy is kind of checked out at almost 4 seconds. DRS flaps are flying open from P4 all the way down to P7. No moves made yet into turn 1. Big Manry's all over the rear diffuser of Master. He's going to get the DRS to make that run into turn 4. He's going to peek down to the inside. And no, he's going to stick right back behind. Echo Alice is looking to put the pressure on Castana here. Yo Prime sitting in that P6 spot. He's looking to try and jump into the top 5 here. He does have a top 5 finish based on into the top 5 with the penalty on Echo Alex, but he probably just wants to win or get inside the top 5 on track too, so he's trying to keep within DRS. But they're starting to close up to Big Manry, and Master is not closing up to Saucy. Manry down to the inside, back into that P2 position. Side by side between Echo and Castana. And here comes Echo. Opens up that DRS, or is there no DRS? What? No DRS between Castana and Echo there going into turn 4. Battling between the two have cost them some time to the cars in front of them. Oh, Bonga got a little bit of a wheel spin off of turn 8. He's now going to trail behind. Master's starting to lose that time. Manry's down to 4.1. Is Manry starting to get the tires into check on those hard tires? Is he going to be able to close up this gap to Softy by the end of the Grand Prix? He's at 4.2. Making our way down the long start-finish straight. Master does get DRS. He's just going to use the toe. As they work their way down into turn 1 we go. Yo Prime down to the inside of Echo Alice. Echo Alice is going to late brake, try and hang it around the outside. Still side by side through turn 2, off the exit, and it looks like Echo Alice up into the P5. Gonna maintain that position and defend off Yo Prime, but Prime's looking down to the inside of turn 4. And we got some contact between the two cars in turn 4, still side by side, making our way through the S's. That is going to give Castana some breathing room right behind him. Yo Prime in that P6 position, putting the pressure on Echo Alice for P5. Echo Alice is falling outside the DRS range of Castana in front of him, so it's not going to help him to defend off Yo Prime down the start-finish straight. Down to 3.8, 3.7 for Big Manry. He's starting to close up that gap. He gained about 3/10 on that previous lap on Sotsy. Down to the inside goes Yo Prime on Echo Alice. Echo Alice was looking for a switchback, but Prime covered that off. Through turn 3 up the hill, Echo Alice is going to get the DRS. Is he going to be closing up that gap? He's looking to go around the outside of turn 4, and he does not. Maybe a switchback here off the exit of 4. No, he's going to still continue following along. Back up with your leaders here. Big Manry starting to find some time on Sotsy here. He's down to 3.6, almost 3.5 seconds. The hard tires are starting to come into play now. We got about 6 laps to go when we cross the line this time by. And question is that enough time for Manry to catch up? But Master's still hanging within that DRS range as well. Whoops, wrong way, folks. My apologies. Echo Alice is battling with Yo Prime, and Echo really gets loose into turn 14. That's going to compromise him a lot. He's actually fallen way outside of DRS range, but he was close enough. He is going to get that DRS down the straight. It's really not going to benefit him much going into turn 1. Master and Manry still battling. No, Manry has gone around on the hard tires. Not exactly sure what happened there. He's fallen down into the P6 position, and he's losing time. He's now behind Echo Alice. Wonder if Manry was pushing too hard and maybe got that wheel spin off of turn 1. Now Manry's going to be looking to work his way back through the field. Tires are a little hot. You've got to find a way to cool them down as we're heading into turn 11. Satsi 3.6 seconds ahead. To start lap 52 of 57. We are 5 laps to go, folks. 5 laps to go. Manry is putting the pressure on Echo Alex down to the inside. He goes into the braking zone. Now he's going to be trying to work his way back up into the podium positions. Off he heads to the 4. Manry hanging on to P5. Echo Alice right behind him. He does have the DRS on Yo Prime for that P4 position. Yo Prime hanging on to P4. Castana is 4.2 out from D Master, so unfortunately with Master's 3-second time penalty, Castana's gonna stay in that P3 position as long as he doesn't get a penalty. Big Manry though is all over the rear diffuser of Yo Prime as we're making our way down the hill into turn 14. Prime's gonna stick behind. A little bit of contact made between the two. Manry's now going to get the DRS. Opens it wide open. Going to make the move down through the outside into turn 1. Prime is going to try and hang it down into the inside and hold on. He does. Covers off Manry from a switchback, but Echo Alex has put himself into the picture as well. Some contact between Alex and Manry. Off the exit of 3, that cost Alex another 3-second time penalty into turn 4, still side by side, and Echo Alex does not want to back out of this. Still side by side coming through turns 5 and 6. And through turn 8 we go. We got Echo Alex on the back of the Ferrari. Big Manry. Manry made a big mistake about 2.5 laps ago. It caused him to drop through the field. He was sitting up in that P2 position looking pretty good. Now he's got to work his way back up. He's got Yo Prime right in front of him as they come off of exit 11, turn 11. Manry's trying to close up that gap. Let's see if he can get back into that P4 position. Off the exit we go. Manry's going to get that DRS, opens it wide open. Closes up to the rear of Yo Prime. He's going to dive down to the inside. And he's going to complete the move well before the braking zone of turn 1. Saucy still 3.9 seconds, 4 seconds out ahead of Master. Oh geez, so it looks like this might be Saucy's race to take it, as long as he can keep it clean and keep it facing forward throughout the remainder of the Grand Prix. Echo Alex gonna peek down to the inside of Yo Prime, and these two battling side by side through turn 9 into turn 10, and it looks like Yo Prime goes a little wide. That's going to allow Echo Alex down through the inside of turn 9, or turn 10. And he jumps up into P5. Manry is going to be looking to maybe capitalize on Castana here in P3, but you got Mercedes 1 and 3 with a McLaren separating them in P2, and that is Master OG. Yo Prime closing up to the back of Echo Alex. Right on that rear diffuser through turn 1. Now coming through turn 2. He's going to get that DRS run up into turn 4. Is it going to help him? Is he going to be close enough to make that move? No, he is not. He's going to sit behind for another lap. Silos down to the inside of Alan J. No, he's going to fall right back in line there. Continue to follow along in that P10 position. He is going to get DRS here. Is he going to make a run up into turn 4? Not close enough to get that run into turn 4. He's still going to continue to follow. Silos has fallen out of the 1 second range. That's allowed Raptor to close up to the back of him. Raptor's going to be looking to compete for the final point paying position. Yo Prime is trying to close up to the back of Echo here. He wants that P5 position on the track. We got 2 laps to go. We've started our penultimate lap with Satsi in the lead at about 4 seconds. Castana sitting in the P3 position with Big Manry in 4th. Echo Alex in 5th, and Prime not close enough to make that move into turn 1. He's still going to continue to follow along. Looks like a little bit of oversteer from Echo Alex off the exit of turn 1. Yo Prime's got a much better exit off of 3, carrying all that speed up the hill into turn 4. Is he going to complete that move as Echo Alex wants to hang it around the outside? They're still going to be side by side coming through turn 5 and 6. And it looks like Echo Alex is going to jump back out front. Silos did get the move on Alan J. It looked like Raptor made a slight mistake and has fallen off the back. Alan J goes for a little spin through turn 3. Back through the field, Echo Alex and Yo Prime are the closest battle on the track, as Satsi's making his way down into turn 14 to start the final lap here at Bahrain to complete the first race of the season in High Point Racing. Echo Alex is Yo Prime all over the rear diffuser. Just under a half a second now off the exit of turn 14. Is he going to be close enough to make that move? Everybody has burnt all their batteries at this point in the Grand Prix. And here comes Yo Prime. Got the DRS. He's closing up. He's going to make the move down to the inside. Still battling side by side with Echo. In through turn 1, a little bit of contact made between the two cars. Off the exit of turn 3 we come. And here comes Echo Alex. Is he going to hang on to that P5 position on the circuit? Yo Prime down to the inside of turn 4. Again, maybe a little bit of contact, not sure. Echo Alex is trying to hold on. Yes, he is. Through the S's we go. Down the hill, and here comes Yo Prime for a move down to the inside of turn 8 and gets into the side of Echo Alex. Echo Alex is going to hang on once again. Yo Prime's looking for turn 9. And through turn 10. Going to get the DRS flap wide open, making a run towards turn 11. Not going to be close enough to make that move. Jump on board with Satsi here as he's coming down the final straight. Into turn 14 he comes. Off the exit we go. Through turn 15. And Satsi is going to work his way towards the line for the first win of the season here in Season 3 of High Point Racing. Master comes across the line in P2. Castana making his way in P3 with Big Manry recovering for P4. Echo Alex is going to hang on to defend off Yo Prime, but Prime will take that position from him. Here comes Bongit, though, coming across the line in the P7 position. Deco Becerra is making his way towards the line for P8. Now he's just on board with Silos as he got himself inside the top 10. And he's going to be looking to get some points here after round 1. And he will be making his way across the line now. Raptor KK follows closely right behind him in P10. Here comes R. Manson Sim. Going to come across the line. And Alan J as well off the exit of the final corner, heading towards the line, and that will complete your finishers here in High Point Racing at Bahrain. Well, there you have it, folks. That was your 57 laps around Bahrain for Tier 1, Season 3, Round 1. Silos Driver of the Day here in High Point Racing. If you are looking for a league to join and you enjoyed watching the race tonight, please comment and we can most certainly work on getting you into High Point Racing, getting you set up with a pace test, and finding your spot on the grid. Satsi will come home in first, Master in second, and your P3 is the other Mercedes of Castanha. And they're all celebrating now, drinking that champagne. Everybody's going to take a big old sip here on the podium. And there you got it. You got Satsi up at top, D-Master in second, Castana in third, Big Manry in fourth, Yo Prime in fifth, Echo Alice in sixth, Bongit in seventh with the fastest lap as well, Deco in eighth, the Silos in ninth, Raptor in 10th, or Manson in 11th, Alan J in 12th, SP in 13th, The Goat in 14th, Osmanian Devil 15th, Shiesty 16th, 17th, Anime 18th, Shank 19th is Asian, and I did not remember 20th. Sorry. There you have it, folks. I am the Johnny Damon. Tune in to... I'm not exactly sure what their schedule is. I don't know. I will have to get in touch with you on that, but I believe they are racing again on Thursday night for Tier 2. I'm not exactly sure, but tune in Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and that will be your Tier 2. In the meantime, I am the Johnny Damon. It has been a pleasure calling the action here on round 1 of High Point Racing, and we will see you guys soon. Congratulations to your top 3 finishers of Satsi, Master, and Castana, and I hope you all have a wonderful night, and we will talk to you guys next week.